The old realms are leaving the game forever in just a couple hours, actually. So, even though I already closed an old realm for the last time, I thought maybe I should close an old realm for the last time again, since this will actually be my last chance to close an old realm. Of course, since I've already talked about this, I wanted to shake things up a little bit, so I've brought a guest. Hello, CosmicTF.
Howdy, howdy.
What are your thoughts on the old realm?
I'm kind of sad actually. A lot of memories here.
I
Yeah,
was running through the old desert just a bit ago and right now. I actually really like how this looks. The new deserts in the new realm just aren't like it. Plus, there aren't nearly as many sandsmen in the new deserts.
yeah. I won't see any more Sandman armies that much, sadly.
The chance to get shiny Candlestick will be lower than ever since the sandsmen were pretty much the best place to hunt with how many of them there were.
This will all be gone in like how much? Like in 6, 7 hours, you'd say?
Not even. It's like 3 hours. The Highlands is pretty much the same in the new
Ooh,
realm.
stack
It's
gods.
just, oh,
Stack
this is
gods.
not in the Realm Rework, actually. They don't do this anymore. There's actual stuff to prevent it, so this is a good thing to see. It's a pretty rough stack as well.
Yeah. Holy.
Don't get paralyzed. And watch out for the Spectral Sentry coming my way in just a second.
Yeah.
Okay, now
I'm
it's going to be
actually.
your time to focus on the Beer God since it's in the middle. Oh, it's
I'm
chasing
putting on my
again. It's
Matrix armor.
almost
I
pushed
almost
to the
died.
second phase, which should be a bit easier since it won't chase.
I would say that the second phase is actually more scary.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not going to chase, so I can just use skulls every once in a while.
That's true. I have Matrix on right now just because I'd rather not risk a sentry walking on me when I'm pushed in. That's kind of a good chance to see a stack like this, like on our
Yeah.
last one.
I did not even think about stacked gods going away. This is probably the last one I'll ever fight. Except maybe during admin events. Those do still happen from time to time. Okay, Beer God's down. Spectral Sentry should be easy now. This is also unchanged. Pretty much every encounter is completely unchanged, which is a shame. I thought they would change some of the old encounters that are outdated, like the Jade and Garnet statues especially are kind of not great.
The Maze Minotaur actually scares the crap out of me. I
That's
rarely see him,
one of the new
but
ones, though. Those do have good
yeah.
behaviors, but none of the old encounters got updated at all. I assume. Oh, I
There's
shouldn't
so
have
many
drank that.
events.
I assume they just
Wow.
didn't have time to get around to it because not even all the new art's implemented in the Realm Rework right now. Some of the lowlands biomes are still using old art. Specifically, one of them has the dark forest tiles from the old realm and trees and stuff. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to, but it does. And then a couple set pieces don't have art either. The adult Bane Serpent, I think, is getting art next update, but it currently doesn't have any. And then all the projectiles on set pieces and stuff don't have art. Oh, here's the Jade and Garnet statues right here. They are reskinned for Halloween. You barely see them in the new realms, though. Of course, Godlands is completely gone in the new realms. It sort of exists with the abandoned city, but you don't have Leviathans or Ghost Gods or White Demons. And you have two new things that expose and weaken and unstable. So, not very fun.
I'm definitely gonna miss Godlands. Like, even though it's like I've been in this for like almost a decade now, it still is gonna be really sad to know that like a thing that's been with me for literally a decade is gone, you know?
Yeah, more than a decade, actually. The game is 14 years old. It
Yeah.
actually released in 2010. I've been doing research for a video that I may or may not finish.
But yeah, I played this game in like around like 2014, 2013, so like this is definitely gonna
I didn't start till
a demon.
2015 when Kabam had already given up on the game.
The new lava. Ugh.
Yeah,
Looks weird with
they said they
Godlands.
were gonna have all the old stuff in the old realm. Like, here's the old
Yeah.
red demon. That was not in the old realms before the realm rework, and then they added it back. But the old lava, that stays, apparently.
Whoa.
Okay, this is gonna be
Uh,
bad. I'm gonna equip a healing skull for this.
holy.
Yeah,
If
here's
I was
another
on
encounter that
Crucible,
I
I would
thought they
have
would have
died.
changed, because it's not that great. But it's fine enough
Yeah.
compared to some of the other stuff. Of course, the old Headless Horseman. The Pumpkin Shrine actually spawns guaranteed with a Headless Horseman every time, which is a weird little detail that people don't really talk about.
I didn't know that.
There's a Crystal Prisoner over here. We might be able to crack
Oh,
this with Escutcheon.
where are you?
Over here.
I have a buckler. Hold on, I
Oh,
can
Buckler
crack
can
it.
probably do it. You might want to wait for the cycle, though. So once it says Sweet
Oh,
Treasure waits for powerful adventures, again, that means that it's cycled again. So next heal, go all out. Oh, we got it.
there
Cool.
we go. Nice. Okay.
Now you can see this has int gods for some reason. That was when they were reverting the art for the Crystal Prisoner, they just messed up that and never bothered to fix it because nobody plays in the old realms. Looks kind of funny though.
Yeah. Seeing the new ents like that. Yeah.
I got an attack potion. That's typical for the Crystal Prisoner, honestly. The old Leviathan. Even older than the old Leviathan. They changed the Leviathan sprite more times than the other gods. Of course, most of the new realm is condensed into that really tiny rookie biome area. So you don't really see any of these wide Midlands areas anymore.
Pet avatar.
Uh,
It's a stack god again.
oh,
Stacked.
it's happening again. I guess people probably don't clear them since nobody plays old realms. So I'm going to equip Mist for this because this gives me a little bit of defense.
Oh, ow.
There's an Urgle
Whoa,
on the set
whoa.
piece as well. That doesn't happen anymore because encounters don't spawn in Urgle territory anymore. Another classic realm thing. And there's the Headless Horseman for the Pumpkin Shrine, in case you didn't believe me. Oh yeah, we have to beat everything for the old realms. I forgot about that. That's like the whole thing with the realm rework. Is that before you had to beat everything. If we had an assassin right now, that'd be great. We do have a sorcerer, but they're using Fulmy, which doesn't do a lot of damage.
I'll be honest. Stack gods are definitely gonna be gone, but I don't know
Okay.
if I'll even miss it because stack gods are scary. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're exciting though sometimes. There's a bit of strategy to fighting them, like pushing the avatar to shades, which we didn't do this time because skull shrines don't have a lot of health, but sometimes you have
If
to
it
push
was
the
like
avatar
a
to shades
train,
and then just leave it in the
yeah.
shades phase so it isn't creating projectiles all over the place. One of the biggest things that's in the new realms actually is the proximity HP scaling. I assume since these are the same encounters pretty much that they also got the proximity HP scaling, but that's actually one of the most recent things. They did that in the last season at proximity HP scaling, which makes every encounter die so much faster, even if nobody wants to do it with you.
There's a beer god above us, by the way. I just
Oh,
realized. If I wasn't clearing the room, I would have do the taverns too.
yeah. The tavern's in the new realm. It's actually the only non-exaltation dungeon that doesn't drop from any regular enemies. You have to get it from either the beer god or the Sigma werewolf, which makes it kind of special in a way. And for a dungeon that doesn't really have anything interesting about it, I think it's good to make it an encounter exclusive because it makes it feel special. And some of the drops there are pretty good. The Brewer's Bangle, especially, works on every class and provides attack, health, vitality. It does take away speed though, so don't use it on Necromancer. Necromancer's got very little speed.
Moonlight. In Moonlight, it's great. It's
Anyway, Avatar's down. We can go back to actually seeing new stuff. Well, old stuff, but new old stuff that we haven't seen in the video yet. I say as we run up to a beer god that we already fought before.
I'll be honest, like, isn't it like the... I remember when I saw, like, the tiles, I was like, this doesn't match the old realm. It's supposed to probably match the rework, and it does. There's so many gods on this. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's a problem that's still in the Realm rework. You have to pretty much clear out every veteran set piece before you can fight it, because there's just so many enemies.
I really dislike the Venus flytraps because if you still have at least a singular one when you're fighting a boss, it could be devastating because they do so much damage.
Yeah, that is true. They hit a lot, and it's 120 armor piercing.
I just realized Anthony's set is very it's like legacy looking.
Yeah, that
Look
is
at that.
old-timey. Quiver of
Yeah,
Thunder
I
from
think
the Old
they're
Realms, Tier 13 armor, Pyramid Ring. They did that on
yeah.
purpose.
What happened is that I was in a chat with them and I wanted to join you to clearing this, and they also wanted to come in just because they want to be in the old realm one last time too. So yeah.
That's fun. I'm using new items, like the Red Riding Dress is from the Halloween event this year, and the Staff of the Fundamental Core is from Oryx 3. Unbound
I
Rings
said
got
it to
reworked
Paul.
in the most recent update, so this is pretty much all just most
Yeah.
recent update stuff. I didn't even put any thought into my set.
Man, this guy is like, I barely see anyone even fight him anymore because in the tundra.
Yeah, I usually see people fight the Lord of the Lost Lands, actually. There's usually one or
Get
two
the
people who will go for a couple of the desirable encounters in veteran biomes. Mainly Beer God and
yeah.
Lord of the Lost Lands. Here's a
Was this
Ghost
like
King.
a wasn't this supposed to be like a beach bum set piece? Or is this
Yes,
like
this
a
is the Beach Bum set piece.
yeah?
It was incredibly rare, but even before the Realm Rework, they buffed the rate for it a lot, so you'd see it about as much as you'd see aliens. Now in the new realm, it just appears in the coral reefs as a regular set piece. It's pretty uncommon, but it's a super good way of getting Davy Jones locker keys if you want those for some reason.
Penteract. We're gonna see the old Penteract, not the reworked one.
All they did was give it a sprite update, though. It's still the same old Pinteract. This is one that goes down
Yeah.
instantly if you see it in the new realm, since it doesn't even HP scale anymore. And it drops Oreo, so everybody wants it.
The last time I killed this thing, I actually got an Oreo. Let's see if we can get
I
another.
think I got an Oreo from this season as well, actually, but I don't use sword classes, so that doesn't really matter much. Getting stuck on trees, that doesn't happen as much in the realm rework because they're more spread out.
Oh, here's one thing I don't miss. There's a one thing I don't miss is I have to walk all over to it.
Yeah, the beacons are a big help. They did take away the paths that lead to nowhere and just loop on themselves, though. And random rivers. Rivers don't happen in the new realms at all. You'll never see a river because everything was placed by hand versus these were generated using an algorithm. Oh, there's something that's also gone. Confuse is just gone from the whole game except machine. So outside these little tornado things, you just won't even see them. Now that the realm rework is gonna take this away, you won't even see the tornadoes.
Battle for the Nexus also has Confuse on O2 shotgun.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Forgot about Battle for the
I'm
Nexus.
pretty sure Medusa also, or Theno, I mean, has it in the Battle for the Nexus,
Yeah, it would
the
just be
darkness.
whatever. Darkness
Yeah.
would be on both of those.
Or not darkness, I mean blindness,
Yeah,
that one.
blindness.
But yeah.
Darkness, I think, doesn't even show up anywhere. Nothing comes to mind, at least.
All I remember, like, I was thinking, like, what would they do for Call? And it's like, those shots don't even do anything else. They just are shots.
Yeah,
That
Darkness was
Penteract.
replaced with
Yeah.
nothing. And Blind. Confused was replaced with Unstable, which is arguably even worse, honestly.
I use XQ, so darkness, or not darkness, like, unstable is like my greatest enemy, because it just makes it so I can't use my ability.
Yeah, even if you can use your ability, unless it's a buffing ability, you're not going to be hitting anything with it.
Anthony's fighting the big B.
Oh, is it yellow last? Oh, it is yellow
Yeah.
last. I'm gonna get the yellow bee quiver to say goodbye to the old realms. That would be awesome. Can it happen? It cannot
No.
happen. Oh well. Advanced dungeons are something they said were going to get unique drop locations with the Realm rework, and then they didn't. They still drop from the same sources as the regular variants and next to it. Even though there's plenty of encounters, though, for advanced dungeons, you already barely have enough dungeons for enough encounters for all the exaltation dungeons. So if you had to add advanced dungeons in there too, it'd be even worse. 14 years of work, so we're more than halfway at this point, but Old Realms notoriously would have big encounter chains. We've had a bunch of encounters spawn while we've been playing, because it's a 10% chance for everything in the Old Realms. I'd like to
Yeah.
do one buffed Lich and one buffed Int, since those are completely gone in the New Realms. These houses, I think they also got rid of. They're supposed to generate in the New Realms, but they don't, last I checked, for one reason or another. They said they fixed them in one of the patch notes, but they definitely didn't, because I don't see them.
By the way, when we're about to buff something, give me a warning before, so then I can, like, get my stuff on. Yeah.
Sure. That's if we even see a Lich and Int. They might have all been cleared out in this realm.
I do remember, grinding a bunch of, shiny jewel-like katanas from, like, the red demon chests.
Yeah, I didn't do that because I didn't care and still don't. Okay, another pumpkin shrine. We've had like 4 of these.
Yeah. We have 7 ents, we're fine.
Okay, 7 ints is, yeah. There were always a ton of ints in the old realms. You'd get as many as like 20 something. It was so painful to clear them all out, especially when they have 2 chances to spawn an encounter and the encounter chance was 10%. So you'd almost always see an encounter, sometimes 2, just from doing 1 int. And then you'd have to go clear those. They might start an encounter chain. So then you're stuck on the grind, and then once you're out of encounters, you have to walk super far to get to the next inn because there's no beacons.
Yeah. And also that Oryx dialogue will be gone too. Recently, I've actually seen the rare Oryx dialogue mention like more than one train. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
You haven't? Oh.
Anyway, another Cyclops gods. This realm's on Cyclops gods. We've gotten through all the encounters finally. There were a lot of them, and now we have another one. And it's another cute god.
Whoa, blind. Ah.
A rare blind appearance. I gotta get hit by a beholder to showcase that the blind effect is still in old realms and it is bad and it's going away forever. I'll do that right now. Look at this. I have to cut this out now because the whole screen is dark and you can't see anything. I remember one time I would farm the Cyclops god, and some of the minions, specifically the purple ones with the crown, could drop tier 4 abilities. So I just farmed those trying to get tier 4 abilities. I don't know if they still do
You'll
that, but
taste my axe. You'll taste my axe.
it was pretty free and it gave tier 4 abilities. And does this have Skin Hunter? No. We're on to Ghost Kings now. And it looks like there's not going to be any liches, unless there's one lich, but that's unlikely. Someone might have gotten all the
Yeah.
liches farming for the ST lich, the ST Mystic set.
Skull.
Because that does drop
Oh.
from a few of the New Realm enemies, but it's so much rarer than it ever was from liches. Because liches gave you a ton of chances to get the pieces. It'll only take a few with some luck to get the full set. Now, you could be farming the Dead Church biome for hours and not even get a single piece. I managed to farm it one time when I was playing Mystic, and it wasn't even worth it. It's such a bad set. The weapon completely kills it. You could work with it if there wasn't such an awful weapon, but the weapon is
Oh.
basically unusable because it's the same as a tiered staff, except it does less damage and doesn't have any redeeming qualities whatsoever. And then the orb has a cooldown and gives you speedy on use, so you can't use that in most situations. The armor and ring are actually a great combo if you want just a good mid-game set. You get a lot of defense, you get a bit of HP, you get some DPS stats even.
The map doing this, like with the conflicting events, will be gone basically.
Yeah,
So.
well, not quite, because...
Oh, there's the end. Yep.
Oh, the end's up.
Lucky Leviathan TP.
Oh, lucky gods. That's something that's not in the old New Realms at all. This thing is evil and just horrible and kills everyone. I died to this once because it
Yeah.
just will insta-kill even the strongest characters. Lucky Gods would actually be kind of nice since they were a consistent way to find dungeons if you've spotted one, and also guaranteed potions. I was trying to farm
They
undead
should.
layers a bit earlier for the event, and it's just not that easy to find them. Because the enemies that would drop them constantly at the start of the Realm Rework don't drop them at all anymore. So you basically need either Ghost Gods, the little Nutcracker guys in Dead Church, and like one or two other
We're gonna
enemies.
buff this. I'm gonna get my buffing gear on.
Yeah, we're buffing this.
Okay, get ready, get ready. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Go,
Out.
go, 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 go. Perfect. So
Nice.
the ints still spawn now. That's just whenever. They're also nerfed. But the nature sprites don't spawn. They also don't have their animations implemented properly, and then they turn into the new ones, apparently. Whatever. I didn't
Yeah.
get a Quiver of Thunder. I did get a Tincture of Dexterity, though.
Let's buff every single one we do.
Sure,
Yeah.
why not? Maybe a Quiver of Thunder will happen. One thing that's weird about the New Realm is that all of the old set pieces that didn't have respawn timers still don't respawn at all, like Ints, Death Mages. You can't fight them multiple times, which sucks, because the Int Ancient is the best source of magic woods. It's guaranteed, and there's a bunch of them in the jungle biome. And we're back to
Oh,
encounters.
all the way down there.
Yep.
Uh, what luck.
I don't like Pentarax, actually. Plus, we've seen a lot of the repeatable encounters. The old room had the weird thing where you'd see some encounters as many times as you wanted, some only twice, and then others only once. And it's just,
Yeah.
why? Let me see them all as much as I want. In the New Realm, I don't think that happens anymore, because
Another.
I fought like 3 Sigma werewolves in a single realm. So I'd assume that
Repent or chaining
there's
right
no
now.
limit.
Oh,
Yeah, but we had 3 Pentarax, but we haven't seen... We saw one Grand Sphinx, but we haven't... There's something we haven't seen any of, I'm sure, and I just can't think of it. I'm also dying because I don't have any defense.
it does feel insane that, like, buffing gods will not be a thing anymore. Like,
Yeah.
we all know the whole buffing ents thing,
Yeah, Ents no
and
longer
people
buff,
dying to
Liches no
buffed
longer
ents.
buff, they just instantly skip their evaluation phases. Native Sprite Gods completely not in the New Realm. Lucky Gods completely not in the New Realm. Instead, we have veteran biomes, which make pretty much every single dungeon that isn't an Exaltation dungeon super accessible. So it was a good change. I do wish some of the New Realm set pieces could drop dungeons guaranteed. Right now there's only a couple. The Death Knight, the Kagekami still, and then there's of course the Scout Colony. It's such a long walk. I mean, we're just up there for one of the other ends, but an encounter messed us up, so we're just zigzagging all over the realm.
Yep. That's how old realms are.
The New Realm was supposed to have the power level. Where is that? The power level to indicate whether you should have high level encounters or low level encounters, but that still hasn't been implemented, so I guess they just never got around to it. Power level still does basically nothing. You can use it for party system, but nobody uses it for party system. I think you can use it for party system. Yeah, you can. There's a minimum power level requirement, but I've never seen a single party set a minimum power level requirement, so I don't think people use it.
Penteract just spawned.
Another
And a cube god
Penteract? Are
just
you
spawned.
serious? Yeah, I'm not gonna miss Old Realms. There's a cube god right next to it as well. There was the fabled 2 encounters from one Int Ancient that I was talking about. Let's get our, like, 8th Penteract this realm down. Gosh, so many Penteracts. Maybe people like this, because the new
Oh,
realms,
Lich. The
you
last
just
Lich.
don't see very many encounters. Oh, there is one Lich. That's so exciting. You don't see very many encounters in the new realm, but you kind of do at the same time. There's a lot of them, but it's never really the one you want because there's so many. Though they are changing how encounter spawning works in the next update. Instead of just whatever encounter will spawn when you beat a set piece, you can spawn encounters by defeating anything in a biome, and it only spawn encounters for that specific biome. Plus, if you leave encounters alive, that encounter won't spawn again until it's been defeated. So you can sort of force a specific encounter, but beating encounters also has a high chance of spawning a new encounter.
Oh, Death Mage here.
Oh, a Death
Hey,
Mage. We
Death
can look at the Death
Mage.
Mage.
Yeah.
It's still in the new realm, but here it is. Oh, there was some lag as
Oh,
well. This one takes forever if you buff it. It also kind of hurts when you buff it as well, if you don't have defense. But even if you do have defense, the Haunted Spirits, they hit hard. Let's try to get an ST. It's much more likely, but there's also only one. The ST Mystic pieces were so common from these guys. So it'd be a great way to get a good early robe, is just take out these Haunted Spirits for a Soulless. There's also a pet skin from the Phylactery Bears, which I just realized, that's going to be unobtainable, isn't it? The Phylactery Bear pet. I
oh,
already have it,
really?
fortunately, but I don't think there's going to be any way to get it. Realm's closed anyways.
Got it. I got a text tank or a dex tank. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Hello, Urgles. Urgles are still exactly the same. They were unchanged on purpose because they're iconic.
Oh, I'm at the snow part of Godlands where it has the fissure and snow. Yeah.
The snow part of Godlands that only sometimes has gods in it for some reason. We already saw Lucky God. There's another Lucky Int God, though. Ooh. That's going away forever. Even though one of the designers working at Deca currently has a Lucky Int God profile picture. It's becoming legacy content.
Maybe in admin arenas we could ask them to spawn lucky gods.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. There's still Old Ivory Wyvern. One of the Deca support members did an admin event a couple days ago. Spawned an Ivory Wyvern, and then the server crashed, like, immediately afterwards. But it was cool to see the Old Ivory Wyvern for 3 seconds. Alright,
Here you
here we go.
go.
We're leaving now. The Old Realms.
Bye,
Goodbye
old
forever.
realm.
We're gonna load into the
Bye.
Parasite Oryx Castle. When Deca originally teased the Realm Rework, they said that Oryx, or no, that's way before. When Deca was talking about the possibility of doing the Realm Rework, they said that Oryx's castle would be included as part of it. But then we actually got to the Realm Rework, and Deca realized, I assume they realized, that they wouldn't even have time to finish the Realm Rework itself, so Oryx's castle being part of it was just completely scrapped. So this is unchanged, although they might remove Janus eventually. I don't think that's currently in their plans, because Janus does actually add value to the game, even with court dungeons dropping in the realm. Just having that
Yeah.
guaranteed court dungeon at the end of the realm is a nice convenience for like the 3 people who care, but I'm one of those 3 people, so I like it. There is one thing I could say, some random weird fun fact that I don't think I could cram into any other video. So let's go to Oryx 1. So fun fact about this version of Oryx specifically It was introduced in Rifts of 2019 for the Rift season, and then became part of regular Halloween events in 2021. But although Oryx 2 got some gameplay changes to all the phases, Oryx 1 basically got nothing, except every instance of weak was replaced with sicken, which means during the dance phase, instead of being permanently quiet and weak, you're permanently quiet and sickened, which basically makes it, oh wait, that's weaken. Well, it must just be the weaken aura. So that means that the dance phase for Oryx 1 was technically the first ever sicken phase in the game, because it was 2019, and Drama having a sicken phase wasn't until 2020 for the Oryx Sanctuary.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't get hit
It's
by the sicken,
quiet.
but if I did, it would have been really interesting.
I got hit by the quiet. It's a quieting.
There it is, I'm
Oh,
sickened.
there it is. Yep, there it is.
And this does technically last long enough to be considered forever, until the phase ends when he stops applying it. Of course, you can purify that one with holy water, so it's not a true second phase. So that was the old
Right.
realms. There's red demons up, but red demons are still in the new realms. It was fun
Yeah.
to close it one last time and talk about everything. So I'm gonna miss them for about, I don't know, 2 minutes.